All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have arrived at the race course. We are in Harmony, Alberta in Calgary. It's Saturday right now, July 26th. So we're gonna be here most of the day. I have to pick up my race package, drop my bike off, go for a dip in the lake with the wetsuit for 20 minutes. And then the briefing is later in the day, so we'll be kicking around most of the day. Come along for the journey. All right, so newbie videographer here didn't film any of the race package pickup, so thank you, good start to the video. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what I got. So we got a bag, no backpacks, but I got a hat, got a cool hat which makes it official. It's got the cool logo, and then I got a t-shirt. So that is that. Hope it fits. I'm more of a baggy kind of gal. I'm sure you all know that. So it has the date there. So like I said, you kind of missed me checking in, but it happens. Stay tuned for the rest of the video because it will get better. All right, time to continue on. I might get some souvenirs, not sure, but I also really have to pee badly. Let's keep going. So I'm thinking of maybe getting a t-shirt because that's kind of cool when your name is on it. I just don't know if I want a men's or a women's because the women's tend to fit a bit awkward for me. All right, next step, we gotta go drop my bike off. So we're gonna lug this thing over there. All right, now we gotta go drop off my bike. Gonna bring the bike, of course. In here, I have all my accessories. Have my helmet. I'm gonna attach this just in case I need it. And then, yeah, I don't really know what we're supposed to drop off or not, so just better to be safe.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, you got your bike numbers on?
I do.
658, and you have your wristband, 658, we're just matching up. 658, yeah.
Perfect.
This one's good to go.
This one's good to go. Got so much junk. Oh, I should have brought plastic bags for my seat and my handlebars.
Left ankle.
Thank you. All right, so now I gotta find, oh, where am I going? Gotta find where to put my bike. So we're gonna look for 658. Oh gosh, we're gonna be all the way down there. There she is. And I'm gonna put a bike bag on it. I have no idea how to put this on. No idea. I would assume it's like something like this. All right, so it's 10:45 right now. The swim is open to practice swim 11:30 to 1:30. So right now I have some white rice, organic, grass-fed ground beef, and some MCT oil on top. I don't know if I'll have all of it, but yes, I'm doing a mini carb load, nothing like most people. Like I'm not going up to like 500 grams, but we'll talk more about that later. So I'm going to eat this, and it's absolutely freezing outside. It's like 10 degrees, and I'm dreading getting in the water. Oh, and it's raining. So that'll be an adventure. My biggest pet peeve, and if you're one of these people, I apologize, but like, is when people wear the race shirt like either the same day or the day after the race. I give it like a solid like 2 or 3 weeks after I do that. I don't know, it's just because like you look like everybody else. If everybody else is wearing like the same, like you gotta stand out, you know what I mean? Like people wear their shirt. I'm betting people are gonna wear these tonight. Come on now. You gotta, anyway, sorry. Hey guys.
I thought you meant like for a swim like that.
Ow. Mm-hmm. It's freezing. I'm cold. I'm already shivering. I am so glad that's done. Good job. Loading. My watch is probably too cold. Not good, but 2:21 pace. I'm sure once I'm with other swimmers, I'll be fine. Good job, Izzy. Time to warm up. All right, we are back and it is time for dinner. My timing is very screwed up. I'm used to, like right now it should be 4:30 and it's 5:30, but I feel like anxious almost that I just want to eat and then get the eating out of the way so I can pack everything for tomorrow, and then I'll probably have a carb snack or something later. I've packed this with me. White rice elbow pasta. So gluten-free, pretty sure it's organic. Probably, because that's all I eat. So I'll be in pasta heaven because I'm having a whole serving, 90 grams, which is 73 grams of carbs. Yeah, that's crazy, especially if you've been following me for a while. Got a big race tomorrow. I'm gonna be racing for 5.5 hours. What do you expect? I just put it in this bowl because why not? And then I cooked a tiny bit of ground beef because I also just ate leftover chicken because I was anxious. And I don't want to have like a lot of fatty meat for tomorrow. Carbs and fats don't mix well together. And I don't need that disturbance before race day. So I'll plate this up and I'll show you what it looks like. Deep down inside I want some butter on it, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I might just have olive oil. Alright, so I already ate the ground beef. Gotta eat your protein first. And then I did end up putting butter on it. I brought my raw butter with me. And it looks like a lot of pasta. And it is a lot of pasta. 73 grams of carbs. Eat up, fuel up, and I will explain my nutrition strategy after I eat this. And if you don't believe me that I'm gonna eat this, I'll take a bite right now. Wow, solid, like 4 pieces. Not bad. But the thing is I don't even miss eating things like this. And again, it's white rice. It's not wheat. Otherwise, I'd be on the toilet.
I just thought of something.
What?
Well, you could say don't eat meat or meat don't eat.
Oh. That's a good one.
Is it?
Don't eat wheat. Or we don't eat. Is that what you were trying to say?
Wheat, comma, don't eat.
Wheat, comma. Or
No,
we don't eat.
We do eat.
One more time. Wheat, comma. Or we don't eat. Is that right? No, still not right.
No. Wheat. Or it could be a hyphen. Wheat, don't eat. It's just another way of saying don't eat wheat. But just it sounds cooler.
Wheat, don't eat. I don't know what she's trying to say. No idea. So I might as well just talk about my carb situation right now. I think today I'm going to shoot for 250 to 300 grams of carbs. Yesterday I think I had 260 grams of carbs. The day before that, which was 3 days ago, was probably like 150. I don't really remember. It's in my fitness pal and I don't feel like pulling it out right now. So as you know, I'm a lower carb athlete. I don't really have a set number, but I want to do well tomorrow. And come race day, it's important to add an extra boost of energy and fuel source because I just don't want to load up on fat. And me personally, it's kind of psychological. When I eat more carbs, it like almost tricks you into thinking you have more energy versus than just eating blocks of tallow or butter. You know what I'm saying? She's staring at me like I'm crazy. And yes, I had some Nona's apple cider vinegar before this. Nona Pia's.
So guys, if you're not using Nona Pia's aceto de mele apple cider vinegar, what are you doing? You gotta get the one with the mother. Don't be a dummy. You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Probably gonna need more salt on this. But I also, thanks, sister. I also like to eat my food separately. Like I'd rather eat the ground beef and then the pasta, not together. Because it almost feels like you eat more. Even when I have rice. Like I don't eat rice with the beef. I always like eating it separately. Like if I'm having, like instead of a protein shake, I'd rather eat, or like somebody, for example, if you're having a smoothie, I'd rather eat like a banana, the nut butter you have with it, and the milk all separately, because it just feels like you're eating more. Eating's fun. The nudes are so slippery. This is very good. Sister over there has some Parmesan. I should steal some raw, because we only eat raw dairy here, even though we're in Canada. You can always find a way.
Tell a story about
Speaking
how
of
we
butter.
used to eat Parmesan. Or I guess it was both of us. We used to eat Parmesan out of the container when we were younger.
Okay, well maybe she ate Parmesan out of the container when we were little, but I
We did too.
was a butter baby. So there would be a block of butter in the fridge, and I would go in and swipe my finger. So everybody would go in the fridge and see like this
Baby fingerprints.
baby fingerprints and nails
Your hands were so small.
lined across it. So now I will show you what I'm packing for tomorrow and my fueling during, like throughout what I'm gonna have. So bam, show it. One more thing. Do you like your pasta or your food steaming hot? I do not. Like I feel like I can't taste the flavor. No.
I don't like hot food, hot water. Like it needs to
Oh,
be room
I
temperature.
like hot water, but
I like room temperature.
I don't like
cold stuff.
I don't like piping hot coffee. I don't like piping hot food. You just can't taste it.
Mm-mm.
It's got to be room temperature. The flavor seeps in, I'm telling you. All right, so we're gonna do a bit of a pre-race thing. I don't know, question and answer, Q&A. And as you can see, you know how I mentioned earlier that people wear it the same day as they get it? My biggest pet peeve is when people wear the race shirt like either the same day or the day after the race. I'm betting people are gonna wear these tonight. Well, I did it just for the video, so there we go. Anyway, I'm icing my foot right now. I still don't have x-ray results back. If you watched my last video, I'm struggling with some foot pain. And I have not ran in like 3 weeks. So tomorrow will be the test run, and I'm gonna make it 5K for sure, and then I'm gonna make a decision on what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Not gonna get into it much. You can watch my last video. Anyway, let's start with a couple questions.
What are you most excited about for tomorrow's race?
I'm excited to see how I do on like a 3.5 hour bike straight, because the long bike rides I've done were basically either half inside, half outside, and I was able to like get on and off whenever I wanted and eat whenever I wanted. So it'll be interesting to see how I do cycling straight. Most excited to just be done. I feel like it'll be a nice stress like lifted off my shoulders. And yeah.
What's gonna be your biggest challenge tomorrow besides the run?
I think just getting in the mental focus after the swim. Like a lot of times when I'm like freezing cold, I just kind of like, I dread what's coming next and I just want it to be over. So I think just having a more positive attitude and being like, yeah, it's gonna be a great bike ride, try my best, I'm gonna warm up as soon as possible, and it's gonna be a great day after. Like a lot of people just do it for the feeling after the race, right? I think a lot, like another big challenge will be like trying to, you know, use my gels and drink while biking, because it's tricky, right? Like I don't have the coordination to hold on and then, you know, so
How are you gonna celebrate when you're done the race?
Steak
That's it?
and a chocolate bar. 90% dark chocolate bar. Well, I celebrate by, going out to dinner with the person behind the camera and going to Banff. Banff!
Like, what's next?
I know what's next, but I try not to think about what's next because I like to try to focus on the now. It's easy to like look ahead and then you forget to focus on what you're currently working on. I've thrown it out there a couple times on what I want to do next, but we'll see how this race goes with my foot and just keep an eye out for November. That's all I'm gonna say. So, speaking of which, to end the night, I will show you some of my nutrition, like what I'm going to be having. I actually finished the day with 320 grams of carbs. Before you unsubscribe, after this race, I'm actually going to be going carnivore for a week for a reset. So, stay tuned. It's just, I'm all for experimenting. That's what life is about. I train low and compete high. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a high-level athlete. You gotta do what works for you. And I don't know if this will work for me, but I'm gonna find out tomorrow. Ate mostly white rice, honey. Yeah, come along. We'll go inside and quickly show you what the nutrition is gonna be like. So I'm gonna be having 2 bags, transition bags. So one will have my swim stuff and my run stuff in it, because when I get there, I'm gonna be wearing my swim stuff, so basically it's just gonna be my run stuff. And then I have my biking bag. Basically my plan is to try to aim for 60 grams of carbs per hour. I've honestly never really gone that high. If things go wrong, I'm sure there's a porta potty there, and we'll just leave it at that. So I only have 2 bottle cages on my bike. So this has carb powder. It's just clustered dextrin, unflavored, nothing added. So I added a pack of unsalted electrolytes, discount and bio, of course. And then this is just unflavored electrolytes with LMNT and water. So this I'll just drink whenever I feel like it. In the bike bag, you know, helmet, of course. I bought this thing. Basically, I have quite a few gels in here. I had them laid out before, but each one is like 26 grams of carbs, so 2 every hour. I have this Next Level protein bar. It's basically just dates, has a little bit of protein, and it's around 30 grams of carbs. So there is like 3 hours right there. And then I have another homemade maple syrup gel in case, and 2 bottles of ketones. So that will be my bike bag. I got some gloves. I got some arm sleeves because it's freezing out, as you saw today. This is my swim bag, nothing exciting. It's just a mandatory swim cap we have to wear, and that's that. Moving on to the last thing, the run. Gotta wear my lucky hat. I wear this for every races. Go 1 more. Because, you know, go 2 more, I guess. New Balance SC trainers. I think they're version 3. Version 4. Yeah, version 4. A Breathe Right just in case. This race belt, you have to have race belts. The race belt, so I am 6'5". I was gonna say track me, but this is gonna be coming out after the fact. So they actually have loops. So I have 3 gels in there. That should be good, considering I don't even know how much I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna be running the whole thing, right? Yeah, okay. And then I have a hand water here, just water, extra socks, and that is all. Yeah, and then I have to wear this. So in the morning, I'm gonna put this on so I don't forget it. This is my tri-suit. No sponsors because nobody wants to sponsor me. If you're out there, sponsor me. Your gels go in here. So when I get out of the swim, I'll strip down. The wetsuit will be off. This will already be on. It'll feel like probably like a wet diaper. And then I'll just stick the gels behind. And yeah, like you could be on here. Your company could be on here, but you missed out. And yeah, I'm just gonna stretch the rest of the night. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a calf massage, and I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Once the swim's done, I'll just be like breathe. But I know the bike is the hardest part because you're sitting on there for 3.5 hours. Yeah, but it's fine. That's my saying this weekend. It's fine. I got this. One quick story. I was at the hot tub the other day and there was this like older Asian and I don't know what he was doing, but he was like turned facing me. He was like slapping the back of his knees. He was like, are there meridian points back there? And that is all. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow after the race. All right, so it is after the race and there's no medal around my neck because I didn't finish. If you know me, I usually push through anything and everything, but today just wasn't the day. As I've been mentioning throughout this vlog, the weather's been really bad in Calgary. So this morning it was like probably 8 or 9 degrees. It was raining, it was misty, it was like really damp and cold and just nasty weather. So started the swim, it was wetsuit mandatory. They said the water was 17 degrees, which is very cold. Yeah, I made it through it. Apparently I crushed it from what she says, yes. I probably finished around like 43, 44 minutes. We had to do a lap and then we actually had to get out of the water, go onto the beach and then do another lap. So that wasted a little bit of time. At the start, I actually kind of panicked a bit, which I kind of anticipated. Caught some water in my mouth, choked a bit, and actually had to hold on to the paddleboard just to gain my composure back. But after that, I never held on once. I treaded water a little bit, but whatevs. Yeah, after that, actually, the last like half of the second lap, which was probably the last like 400 meters, my hands were totally numb. So I felt also a little bit more panicky because, you know, when you swim, you're using your hands a little bit. So I just felt like I was like flailing my arms, like using my arms as much as possible. And it was kind of quite scary, like you were losing control. But I got out, walked to my bike, and I couldn't really rush at the transition. I was like freezing, couldn't feel my hand. Well, I could feel them because they were so cold. But you know, when you like pinch your hands and they just feel like they give out on you, that's kind of what was going on. So I managed to strip off my wetsuit, and right then and there, like the cold just really hit me because of the tri-suit underneath was just soaked. Yeah, I felt like I took a bit of a longer time, maybe like, I don't know, what would you say? 5 to 8 minutes? 5? Probably look after. Maybe over 5 minutes. Got my socks on, got everything on, quickly ran to the bag I wasn't supposed to run to, grabbed my jacket because it's supposed to be waterproof. Anyway, walked out with my bike, stuck a gel in my mouth, and I honestly, I couldn't even squeeze the gel into my mouth, and right then and there I knew it was going to be a bad race. Had a hard time clipping my shoes in. I can show a video right here. Yeah, I just couldn't feel my feet, didn't have any control. Started biking right away. Everything just came rushing at you, like you couldn't see anything. The rain, the mist, like cars were driving by you. I was actually flying by a lot of guys and I was surprised by my pace. I felt energized like carbs the night before, like you saw, of all the pasta. I'm rambling on, but it was just, it all happened so fast, but yet so slow. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna last 3.5 hours on this thing. Like, I just couldn't picture myself getting warmer because the weather was actually just getting worse and worse. So I kept going as far as I could, and then I had a brief moment where I was just like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm actually done. I grew up playing sports in cold weather, all kinds of weather. It was miserable, like lacrosse especially. I did it all, and it's not like I pulled out of the game, be like, coach, sit me down. I never did that. I just pushed through it. And we would be out there all day. Like, this is an all-day event. So eventually I got to a corner, and I said, like, I remember exactly, like, I was on a straightaway, kind of going downhill a little bit, and I started, like, I was holding my bike, and I was like this. Like, I was just like, everything was trembling. So I went up and I said, somebody's got to take me back. Like, everything's numb. I managed to get off my bike, unclip, and like right away I just kind of like almost fell over. And then the cop told me to go in one of the cars. It wasn't a cop car. Don't worry. I'm not there yet.
Today could have been.
What are you talking about? Cut that out. Anyway, there was a race official that came by, swooped me up, gave me a new coat. And he didn't even take me back immediately. He was just chilling out and about, watching other athletes, which is acceptable, but I was like this the whole time. I was like, that probably looked so dumb. The whole time, look. But yeah, I was like just this the whole time. Like, yeah, it was a nightmare. When you want something to end so badly, it was just like, I need this to end right now, but it just kept going on and on. Eventually, he finally took me back, and they put me to the medical tent. I was just so damp, cold, wet. They stripped my wetsuit off, put me in a heat with those emergency heat blanket things. Like, it looks like tinfoil. And then a blanket. And it didn't really help much. Heat pad. Called my sister, after not answering a million times, finally answered, and I said, I'm done. Yeah, so just laid there, warmed up, eventually got changed, and went to Starbucks, got some warm water, went to Walmart, got some warm pants, just anything to help me warm up. And now we're just sitting outside an Airbnb in the cold again, waiting to get in. That was my day. I wish I could tell you more, but forgot. The race was actually so kind of dangerous that they cut the bike ride in half. So you're supposed to do 2 laps, and they only did 1. So it just kind of goes to show I didn't really have a chance, like I have Raynaud's, which is poor circulation in your hands and feet. It's like an autoimmune thing. Like, that's a big part of my channel is my autoimmune stuff, balancing the two. And that's why I pick warmer races. Like, this race was usually 28 degrees and it was 8, cold, raining, whatever. I wouldn't have picked this race, to be honest, if I knew the weather was going to be like this. So that's the unfortunate part. I'm very strategic with the races I pick. Just wasn't my luck today. Maybe it was Mother Nature telling me, like, this one ain't for you, sister. Time to rest my foot, and got my eyes set on the next race. Yeah, I think I said it all. I'm quite tired. We were up at like 4:15, 4:30, and with the time change, that's basically like 3 o'clock for me. But what can you do? That's the life of an athlete. I just feel a little bit disappointed that I feel like I've let people down, like whether it's the people watching that's been following my channel. But overall, at the end of the day, it comes down to my health and my safety, and I didn't need another trip to the hospital today, so better to play it safe. Yeah, I don't feel bad about it. I'm not really sad. It's just more disappointing about the weather conditions, just because I don't handle cold well, and some things you can push through, some things you can't, and cold is something you don't want to mess with. And I actually feel like I might have ran a race today because my body was working so hard to warm me up. Time to wrap it up. That was my Ironman 70.3 race weekend. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. And stay tuned. The Ironman Prep series is continuing on. She's not ending here because, wink wink, we gotta keep training for the next race. All right, see ya.